Welcome back to Weird Stuff in a Can. Today's Weird Stuff in a Can is Cel-Ray Soda. So yeah, this is Cel-Ray Soda. Most people call this celery flavoured soda, but it's actually celery seed, I believe. I bought this at Sweet Candy for You, and while I was there I also picked up a can of the same brand, black cherry, because I thought that sounds an interesting flavour. I've had cherry soda before, but not specifically black cherry. So I suppose this is a 2-can special, but anyway, let's have a look at this one first. So, Cel-Ray Soda contains carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, extract of celery seed with other natural flavours, sodium benzoate and caramel colour, caffeine free. Canned by Pepsi Cola Bottling Company of New York. Okay, well, there in the nutrition facts, if anybody finds that relevant. Let's open it up and see what we got. Nice hiss. Okay, well, I would say that's about the right colour for something that's a celery flavoured soda. It's a sort of golden yellow-green colour. Kind of like a paler version of ginger ale, perhaps. Let's have a sniff. Not really getting much on the nose. Tiny little bit of spiciness, perhaps. Here we go. That's quite nice. The flavour's really mild. And I would say if this is like anything at all, it is like ginger ale, really. Sort of sweetish with a slight sort of vegetal aroma. Really nothing offensive about that. I can taste little components of celery flavours. I quite like celery anyway, so I know that's probably unusual, but considering what you might expect from a celery flavoured soda, that's actually pretty inoffensive. So I tasted that one first because I really didn't want to taint my palate with the black cherry. But let's give that one a try now. So the colour on this one's sort of brownish red, almost like a cola colour, but perhaps a little bit more orangey red. Let's have a sniff. Definite cherry aroma on there, that sort of cherry marzipan sort of aroma on the nose. So, tasting. Well, I suppose quite unsurprisingly, tastes quite a lot like any other cherry flavoured soda that you might have tasted. Perhaps a little bit sweeter and riper cherry flavour, which I suppose is consistent with the whole black cherry idea. I didn't read the ingredients on this, but it's going to be very, yeah. So it's the same as the other one, but cherry and other natural flavours instead of celery seed extract and other natural flavours. So not much different there. Yeah, I mean, this one doesn't really do anything special. It's nice enough. It's a very mild, rounded cherry flavour, a lot less in-your-face marzipan, sort of almond flavour than you get from something like Cherry Coke or Dr. Pepper. The flavour is actually quite elusive in the Cel-Ray Soda. It's remarkably subtle. And yeah, just these little tiny little hints of spicy, tiny little bit of aniseed maybe, tiny little bit of celery, kind of with a tiny hint of green leafiness as well, but it's all very, very subtle. I actually think probably the best use of this is as a mixer. This would work anywhere where you might use ginger ale, I think. So the question I'm often asked when I review 2 cans of drink is, what do they like together? And I always forget to do that, but not this time. So, mixing them in approximately equal quantities. Yeah, well, not really a surprise. We get something that sort of tastes halfway between the two. The subtleties of the celery are lost by the flavour of the cherry. Although, interestingly, So here's the thing. When you dilute that cherry with this, or probably with anything, it tastes like plums. It tastes like ripe plums. How interesting. And I suppose that's the difference between cherry and black cherry, really. So that was interesting, because I thought this was going to be a lot more difficult to like, a lot more distinctive than it actually turned out to be. It's really quite subtle and quite nice. And as I say, I think that would work really well as a mixer with gin or with whiskey or something like that. I think we probably shouldn't pass over the fact that they've got a rather nice design on the can here. So this one's got an engraving of Brooklyn Bridge, and this one's got an engraving of Central Park Carousel. So yeah, nice traditional design on the can. So there we go, that was Cel-Ray Soda and Black Cherry Soda from Dr. Brown's. Weird stuff in a can on Atomic Shrimp. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.